Namaskar. Welcome to the Indian Classical Music Raag series. In today's episode, I will introduce the Adana, Darbari, Asavari and Jaunpuri connect. Raags Asavari, Darbari, Jaunpuri and Adana all belong to the Asawari family, with Raag Asavari being the head of the family. They all are similar sounding rags with similar notes but with some different characteristics. Let's look at Darbari and Adana first. Now I am going to play an alap in Darbari followed by an alap in Adana. Then let's see the commonalities in these two rags. Darbari. Now, that was Darbari. Now let's listen to Adana. So that was Adana. Now, the commonalities. Both belong to the Asavari family. Therefore, they have Komal Gandhar, Komal Dhaivat and Komal Nishad swars. Both have the Kannada ang in them, which is they both share the same descending phrases. Sa dha ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa. Pancham is the samvadi in both the rags. And lastly, both are late night rags. Now, let's see their differences. The personalities of these two rags are totally different. Darbari is serious and solemn. Its gait is extremely slow, royal and measured, therefore considered apt for slow development and elaboration of the rag in Bada Khyal, slow tempo compositions. Adana, on the other hand, is very playful and abrupt in its movements. Therefore, fast phrases are created and best suited for rag development and elaboration in medium and fast tempo compositions. Darbari, as you saw, was played in the lower register, so it's Purvang Pradhan. Adana was played in the higher register, therefore Uttarang Pradhan. Both the rags use the phrase ga ma re sa, but the way it's used is different. Like for example, in Darbari, you stop more on ma and re, like and you rest on ma and re. But in Adana, each note is given the same attention. In Darbari, you can go ni sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, you can go. But in Adana, in the ascending, we skip ga and we go but in the higher octave, there you use ni sa re ga ma re, there you can use. But when you go ascend, sa re ma pa da ni sa, that's how we go. The andolan or oscillation in ga and dha in Darbari is a lot compared to Adana. Let's see how it is. Now, this was from re to ga. So, I was showing you the oscillation or andolan from re to ga and ma to ga also. And now let's see the oscillation or andolan in dha. So, you saw, so the oscillation or andolan is from ni to dha, but in ga you could go from below, from re to ga or ma to ga. The ga in Darbari is ati komal and not so much in Adana. Like Gandhar of Darbari is really low and it's not that low in Adana. Now I'm going to show you that also. That's the Darbari Gandhar. So let's look at the Adana Gandhar. So this Gandhar is a little higher than the Gandhar of Darbari. Now let's look at Asavari and Jaunpuri. Asavari is a Janak Raag and Jaunpuri is a Raag from the Asavari family. In my last video on Jaunpuri, I had spoken about the origins of this Raag. Asavari is a Janak Raag and Jaunpuri comes under the Asavari family. I mentioned that before. Asavari is a very ancient Raag, whereas Jaunpuri had its origins around the 18th century. The aaroh of Asavari is so it does not have ni and ga in the ascending, whereas Jaunpuri is so it has a ni in the aaroh. So the only difference between the two is the ni in the aaroh. Both have the same vadi and samvadi and also the same time when it's sung or played, and both are uttarang pradhan. So really there is only one difference. When we compare all the 4 rags of the Asavari family, they all have the same notes. However, the aaroh, the avroh, the vadi samvadi, the time of the rag, the phrases, the andolan or movement around the shrutis of a particular note makes each rag sound different from one another, just like children of the same mother with different personalities. Hope you enjoyed this explanation of these 4 rags which are similar sounding but have different characters. Thank you and Namaskar.